Hunters, there's a huge problem with Monster Hunter Wilds, and nothing prepared us for what Capcom really had in store for us. The true final boss of the game, the real endgame grind, fishing. Today, we're taking you through the basics, the mechanics, and everything you need to know to be a master fisher fellow. So among the storyline, optional hunts, event quests, and more exploration than you can shake a cartographer at is Kanya, one of the NPCs in the Scarlet Forest base camp with a penchant for the Piscine. Talking to her sets you on a collision course with imminent destruction. I mean side missions, where you'll be tasked to catch a given fish. As you progress through the fishing quest lines, she'll provide you with a wider variety of bait and task you with catching more and more difficult fish to satisfy the quest. If you, like me, spent way too much time in Animal Crossing filling out the fish log, then consider endgame grinding for Artian materials a lost cause. Yeah, also that list of incomplete optional quests, you can kiss any meaningful progress goodbye. As a general rule of thumb, fishing is mechanically quite simple and provides a few benefits. Any fish you catch will fill out your aquatic life log, as well as provide rations to cook with for pre-hunt meal buffs. On top of this, the type of fish can provide materials that are helpful to the hunt. The sushi fish, for example, will provide you with sushi fish scales, which work functionally similar to wild jerky to combat bleeding. Alternatively, wet fish provide fins which can be consumed to sharpen your weapon at a drastically accelerated rate. Other fish will provide crafting materials. Ultimately, you find a location with water and cast your line. The chance of hooking one fish or another depends on the type of bait you're using, time of day, or the current season. Some fish are less attracted to a given bait, while others might ignore it entirely. The goal here is to position your bait in front of the fish you're hoping to catch, and you can drag your line from side to side to get it just right. Once you're in position, either tap down to bob your bait or alternate between up and down to slowly reel in your line. If the fish doesn't seem interested, try swapping out your bait and try again. Or just get fed up, throw away your rod, switch over to your net and slurp up gobs of fish at a time. Seafood's on the menu tonight. Before those instances that a fish finally bites your line, you have a short moment to press the action button to reel it in. Congratulations, you'll learn to fish. Pretty simple, right? The basic bait that you start off with is the common wood minnow, which is an all-around general-purpose bait when you're looking to catch the first thing that hooks your line. Since each fishing area will contain a variety of fish, we'll want to rely on other bait to focus on different types of fish. Think of these baits as more like a filter, helping you home in on the specific fish you're looking to catch. If you're trying to catch a golden fish or fish that provide trade-in items, use a golden bughead. If you'd rather catch fish that provide materials for the hunt, like a bomb arowana or burst arowana, try the emerald jitter bait. If you want to catch cephalopods like the escunite, switch to the tentacle jig. Catching these fish is relatively simple if you time it right and use the right bait. You'll be cruising through these side quests like a pro in no time. Just kidding! Take that trash and throw it out the window. You thought this would be easy? This is Monster Hunter, boy! No more of this mamby-pamby relaxation bull hockey. You're about to get a crash course in pain. Today you're catching a Whopper! You'll never have Burger King again. This is a real meal for a real hunter. Tasty! To be honest, it's not really that bad once you get the hang of it. I lied! You think this is a game, kid? I'll show you a game. I used to brush my teeth with sandpaper. Now that's a game! A game for a real hunter! Yeah, legit, it's a bit counterintuitive, and the how to catch a Whopper tutorial kind of sucks. Your mom sucks! Catching a Whopper is the ultimate battle of fishing wills. If that sushi platter with fins bites your line, move the rod with it! That's right, with it! If that little fish finger jumps anywhere except my mouth, yank that sucker back into the water like you're starting a lawnmower. Just move it in the direction the fish is facing and restrain it like your life depends on it. Right, so if you keep at it, the fish will eventually tire of these come on, man, it was just a prank! It was a prank! What are you doing with that? Oh god, my spleen! Oh, my other spleen! When the fish gets tired, your hunter will raise the rod. This will be your time to shine. Alternate between up and down to slowly reel it in. Eventually, the fish will start struggling again and you'll have to repeat the process a few times. Drag the line in the direction the fish is swimming, time your restraints with the jump, and wait for it to tire out again so you can start reeling. The only snag to this, no pun intended, is when there's an obstacle in the way. You'll see an indicator on screen warning you to keep the fish away from any rocks, but no instruction on what to do in the tutorial. If you mess it up, the fish will break free of the line and get away. You see, in both cases for tiring out the fish as well as when it jumps, you should be pressing in the direction the fish is heading. If the fish is traveling left, lean to the left. If the fish is leaping to the right, press right when you click or use the trigger. An obstacle, however, is the exact opposite of that. You should pull against the fish before it collides with an obstacle to help redirect it back to more open waters. Timing these things successfully will tire out the fish faster and make it easier to reel in. It'll take a little bit of practice, but just like learning a new weapon's movesets or combos, you'll begin to get the hang of it after a few tries. Most of the fish can be found in a variety of locations, and for all intents and purposes, even fishing casually should manage to get you most of the fish in your log. There are, however, a few notable fish that are trickier to source than others. First on our list is the Petricanth. To my knowledge, there's only one place to find this little beastie. You'll want to travel to the Great Lake Shore pop-up camp in Area 17 of the Scarlet Forest. If you don't have one there, no worries, as most importantly, you'll want to follow this path to a small alcove behind the waterfall in Area 16. You can also place a pop-up camp here to pass time, so wait until nightfall during the plenty and you'll occasionally find a Petricanth in these waters. Use the duster rig to attract it and you'll have this one scratched off your list in no time. Next up is the Goliath Squid, which looks quite similar to the Escunite from the shore with its iridescent glow. Like the Petricanth, it can also be found at night during the plenty of the Scarlet Forest. To catch this pretty little creature, you'll want to use the tentacle jig and cast your line in Area 17, where we'd repelled Uthaduna in low rank. Catching this fish will also award you with the Monster Squid Hunter achievement. We're having calamari tonight. Last up is the Speartuna. You can find this one on the same shore as the Goliath Squid in the Scarlet Forest. Unlike the last two fish, however, this one can be found in the mornings during the fallow. Like other whoppers, you'll need to use the tough joint bait to catch it. Successfully land the catch and you can officially call yourself a master angler. No, seriously, the Speartuna drops a fin that can be crafted into the frozen Speartuna greatsword. You know, nothing screams Monster Hunter like beating large animals into submission with a frozen fish. Whether you're fishing, hunting, catching, or trapping, there's a lot to enjoy in Monster Hunter Wilds. With this checked off your list, you're now ready to take on the hidden final boss, the menu. I'm Jaden. If you like this video or if it was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up to help the channel out. If you want to see more videos like this one, slap that subscribe button. On screen is a playlist of all my other Monster Hunter Wilds videos to date, as well as a video handpicked for you. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, hunters, may the Sapphire Star guide your way. I'll see you in the comments below.